Good morning and welcome to the Forex Daily Update, brought to you by Pepperstone on Thursday the 4th of January 2018. I'm Darren Sinden and you can follow me throughout the day on Twitter by using @ds_Pepperstone. Right, let's take a look at overnight changes, price moves to be aware of. Another relatively quiet day on the world's foreign exchanges yesterday, not too many moves of note or merit. I will just flag a couple of points. First of all, may have snuck up on the inside to some extent, but Aussie dollar trading with a 78.49 handle shortly before we went live with the video, and there has been a decent bounce in the Aussie over the Christmas and early New Year period. Could be bear covering, or it could be a bounce on the back of increasing or improving, I should say, commodity prices and the outlook therein. The Fed minutes were out last night. We'll look at that in a bit more detail shortly, but on the back of those comments and data, the dollar index has found some stability back above 92.10 trading there shortly before we recorded the video. Right, what's on the calendar? Events that may move the markets today. We're still easing our way back into the new year, but there's plenty of mid-impact data, if I can call it that, to keep an eye on today. First of all, we've already had, at 1:45 this morning, the Caixin China Services PMI for December. We'll look at that data in a bit more detail momentarily, but you can see 53.9 versus 51.8, a big beat. To come at 8:55, we have market services and market composite PMI for Germany for December. And at 9 o'clock, so 5 minutes later, we'll have the same data, but for the whole of the Eurozone. Moving forward to 9:30, we'll have consumer credit for November out of the UK. And then we jump forward to 1:15, 13:15 GMT this afternoon, and cross the Atlantic for the ADP employment change data for December. And because it's a Thursday, we'll also see continuous jobless claims and initial jobless claims out of the States. Now, all of that's very important because, of course, we have non-farm payrolls tomorrow to look forward to. And then at 14:45, the highlight of the day's, I suppose, economic data is really the market PMI, composite and services PMI data, this out of the States at 14:45, and that in conjunction with the European data earlier will probably set the tone for the trading day as a whole. Okay, breaking news and comment that's caught my eye overnight. Now, first of all, China's service sector PMI has grown at its fastest pace for 3 years. We saw there was a significant beat there on the calendar, and it's the latest in a series of positive data points emanating out of Asia. That service sector PMI data was accompanied by Japan's manufacturing PMI, which itself approached a 4-year high for December 2017, ending the year on a high, and Japanese equities returned to trading yesterday, and they hit levels that they haven't seen since 1991. So all guns blazing in Asia at the moment. The Fed minutes were released last night, and they suggested that the committee was unclear about the long-term effect of US tax cuts on the economy, and members felt that the dip in inflation in the US was likely to be merely short-term. Of course, the composition of the FOMC is changing quite dramatically over the coming months. Staying in America, President Trump entered into a very public war of words last night with his former campaign manager Steve Bannon, and events in Washington are once again drawing perhaps more attention than they should. Right, food for thought, something to take away with you into the trading day. Why not think about this? The table below shows us the performance of various investment styles, or factors as they're known, over the last 10 years. 2017 had good returns, but they were not as broad-based as those seen in 2015 and 2016. The question is then, will low volatility and quality, which were two of the highest returning factors, be the leaders again in 2018, or will dividends, or perhaps value, bounce back? Right, please take a moment to read the risk warning. Trading in CFDs and or foreign exchange on margin can be a risky business. If you're in any doubt about those risks, then please do contact your Pepperstone account representative.